Welcome everybody, welcome back to Homestead Hearth and Smokey? Hey, where you been? We're gonna feed you in just a second. I don't know where Smokey been for the last couple of days. Smokey is one of them cats that will he'll stop by and speak every now and then he back on his road. He back on the road again. So, anywho, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Homestead Heart. And today, I'm going to share something with y'all. I have done something wonderful for me. I have done something absolutely wonderful for me. And I cannot wait to share it with all of you. And what is it? Ta-da! I'm so excited about this. Y'all just don't understand. I have a hand crank grain mill already that I have been using. Hey, Mr. H.
Hey,
You can go ahead. Smokey at the window speaking. I have a hand crank grain mill. And y'all have seen me use it. If you haven't, I will post that video either in the cards or at the end of this video. But I have been using a hand crank grain mill all this time. Y'all, I'm telling you, I should have some really big arms using that hand crank grain mill, because I'm telling you, it takes some time to actually crank out all the cups of flour that you need to make bread. Yes, to make any kind of dinner rolls. Yes, it takes some time. Even if you just want to make a simple pie crust, it takes some time. Smokey's still in that window. He's still in that window. I'm surprised he's still there, unless Kitty Wit down there, because he don't like Kitty Wit. Kitty Wit giving them skippity paps, and he have to take off running from her because she give it to him. Skippity pap. He's still there. She must be on the porch because he loves Mr. H. Smokey see Mr. H and he take off and run. So, y'all, anyway, enough of that. I'm sorry, but this a homestead. This how I go. But anyway, he just meowing. I'm coming, Smokey. He just calling me like, come on, I'm ready to eat. Anyway, you all, I'm gonna have to get Smokey, y'all. If Mr. H don't get him, I'm gonna have to get Smokey so he can get him a bite to eat. So I am opening this up. We're gonna open this together. Now, okay, Smoke. So, you all, I have done some research on these grain mills, and I've also looked into the prices. And for what I wanted and the price, this was the best option for me, okay? So we're gonna unbox this together. Who let you in, Smoke? I gotta get him something to eat. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on, Smoke. I know. Where you been? You running them streets. I told you not to be running them streets like that. Come on. I got you right here. Yes, sir. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, y'all, I'm back. And the good thing about Smokey, see, Smokey comes in and he eats. Once he finish eating, he goes sit by the door because he ready to go. He uses us for our food. He don't stay around and talk to us. He don't, none of that. We don't have no conversation. Ain't too much petting of the head or none of that. No. He gonna be right back at that door and we'll see him tomorrow. Maybe. But at least he do come in and let us know he okay. And for those of you who do not know, Smokey was the very first cat we ever had on this homestead. We got him as a kitten, and he was a gift from our daughter. And he is the very first cat we've had on the homestead, and he's still here. But anyway, all right, I gotta take this out of the box. At least I think I do. Oh, okay, I'm gonna lift this clean out. I'm not putting this box on my counter, y'all, so I have an issue with stuff like that, putting boxes on my counter. I don't know what this box being. So I will lift it out of the box and I'll put this on my counter. Okay. And I think this is everything. Okay, so, all right, bring y'all close. Come close. Don't be afraid. All right, y'all. So this is, oh, you can't even see. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Now we're cooking with fish grease. Okay, so it looks like it came with Nutrimill Harvest, the world's greatest grain meal. Comes with a starter guide, owner's manual, and recipe. Okay, so I'll tell you, I've already done some research, so I already know what to do. But it does come with the booklet that has the owner's manual, starter guide, and recipes included, along with this little cleaning brush right here that you'll use to clean the stones. Okay, now this is a grain meal that does use, what is it called? Corundum Grain Master Millstones. Okay, is what they are called, and they are said to be on the element chart. They are said to be right next to the diamond stone as well. All right, so now for this, I'm gonna go ahead and get this baby set up. The first thing I'm gonna do is take off the plastic cap, and this is the Nutrimill Harvest, okay? And as you can see, I got the one with the silver. Now, this right here actually comes in a variety of colors, and the color that I wanted that they did not have would have been the brown, to kind of better go with the bamboo, because this is made from bamboo. And so I would have wanted the brown, but they didn't have it. So I had to go with that, and I absolutely didn't want the one with the black because I just didn't want it. You know, I would have preferred the brown, but I couldn't get that. So that's okay. This will do. And the reason why I went ahead and settled for this one is just simply because they sell out so fast. It's like once they come available on Amazon, you have to get it when it becomes available, or you run the risk of not getting one in the color that you want, or, you know, a color that looks nice and not loud. You know, like I don't want a pink one on my counter, and I think it comes in pink too. And I think they have a lot of them. But in any case, I just went ahead and went with this one. So I'm going to go ahead. It has a this little strap on it, and it. Oh, okay. So that is actually a. Be careful not to cut my cord. Oh man, I can't. Come on, Rita. All right, no damage. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do, because they tell you, plug it up. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this up. All right, take the lid off. This is the cover. Isn't that cute? Not to mention, this is a very nice looking appliance as well. All right, so this is basically letting you know how to mill. All right, so this is also letting you know, as far as the stones are concerned, you turn it clockwise for a finer grain and counterclockwise for a coarser grain. But you all, they also tell you to turn the mill on before you use it. Okay, And the button here is right on the side here. You can see that. So that's on the side. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on. And you're supposed to turn the stones until you hear them start to touch. All right. Now, I'm not gonna turn it off. Actually, let me loosen it up and turn it off and tell you something. So the first thing that we have to do before we actually start to mill any flour, the instructions state that we have to run 2 cups of white rice through the grain mill before using it. So I'm going to turn it on first because they tell you to turn it on first. Make sure that you turn the dial until the stones, you can start to hear them grinding, right? Once you hear the stones, then you add the rice, and I have my rice here. You add the rice to the hopper, and then once you add the rice to the hopper, you let it complete the milling process, and then you do not turn it off, but you turn the dial to loosen the stones. You don't want to hear the stones touching anymore, and then you turn it off. So let's go ahead and do that process. Okay, so now that I'm done here running that first batch of flour through, as you could see the texture here, not flour, rice, as you could see the texture, it kind of made a rice flour, as you could see, right? And you know they sell rice flour in the supermarkets, and you know how expensive it is to buy a little 1 pound bag of rice flour. Okay, so you all, look at that. Yeah, sorry about the lawnmower, but they're cutting the grass. So that's what that's looking like. All right, so now that I have that done, what I have to do next, you all, is remove the stone. So I have to first, there's a little button here that releases the hopper. So I have to press this button, turn it, and then lift, and it releases the hopper. Okay? All right, releases the hopper. And then what I have to do is take my little brush here. I'm going to remove the disc here. I have to turn the disc to remove it. I think I do. Or do I? Oh no, I just lift it. And then I take my brush. I have to brush this off, right? So then I take my brush and I remove the excess from this, okay? Just like so. And I have to do the same thing here, but this one doesn't come out but I just brushed the, so y'all could see. I'm just gonna brush the sides here to remove the excess. And that'll just go down into the hopper, or into the chute rather. And you can see the stones here. This is what they look like. There's one here in the bottom. Okay. There's one here. See that? Let me make sure I get this right. Corundum is what it's called. Corundum stone, millstone, okay? So now that I have this brushed off and cleaned up a bit, make sure there's no rice particles. And I guess I didn't have it cleaned completely, because you can still see some of the rice flour here. So just gonna brush all of that off of there. Make sure that is cleaned. And then I'm gonna take this and make sure that I put it back down with these two lips right here, sitting inside of the same pocket that it was in, like so. And then give it a little pull. And then back on my hopper goes, like so. And twist that back into place. And that is the cleaning. Look at how simple that was. That is the cleaning. So now, this right here, you all, is it when it comes to preparing this grain meal for use. So, I don't want to make this video too long, because we're already at 17 minutes. But I'm going to do a follow-up video on milling my own flour, okay? Because I'm about to make some homemade tortillas, and so that'll be a video for Marie in the kitchen. Yeah. So I'm about to make some flour tortillas. So I will show you all the next step in milling the flour. But you all, I gotta tell you, like, this right here is gonna be a lifesaver, because you do not know how long it takes to hand mill 2 cups of wheat berries. It takes some time. And imagine if I'm doing I'm baking some bread where I can easily need to mill about 9 to 10 cups of flour. You do not understand how long that takes when you're using a hand crank mill. All right. So having something like this to give me 9 to 10 cups of flour in a short amount of time, like within minutes, you know, that to me will save me some time, because sometimes it can literally take me an hour to mill 9 to 10 cups of flour. And that's with alternating arms, because one arm could get so tired, right? And it helps if you got somebody to help you to take over. Hey, your turn. Right? But having this right here, this is something that I need. And to tell you the truth, you all, I've been wanting actually a grain mill for a very long time. And I have just been going with my hand crank mill this entire time. But finally, I have my own. Bud. Okay. All right, y'all. So that's going to do it, you all, for this video. Stay tuned for the next video where I share with you the actual milling of the wheat berries. I'm so excited about that, because like I said, I'm about to make some flour tortillas, smoking ready to go. All right, y'all. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and give our video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos that we upload to our channel. Thank you again for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you, and I'm going to see y'all in the next video.